Ever wondered what the world would look like without the United States of America? I mean, it's a thought experiment, right? A cosmic what if. But the implications are huge. This alternate history would change everything from the geopolitical landscape to the pop culture we consume. Think about it. No Hollywood blockbusters, no Silicon Valley tech giants, no American Revolution sparking a global wave of democratic ideals. Here's a quick dive into what could happen if we remove the United States from the equation of history. Let's rewind the clock back to the 18th century, a time of great change and upheaval. The American Revolution, the shot heard around the world, never happens. The Boston Tea Party is just another evening. The 13 colonies remain under the dominion of the British Crown, and the sun never sets on the British Empire, stretching from the Americas to Asia. Now imagine the ripple effects, the waves of change that never come. Without the American Revolution to inspire them, other independence movements might lose steam, their fires of rebellion dimmed. Latin America might remain largely under European control, its rich cultures and histories altered. The very notion of a republic, of a government by and for the people, might not have taken root as deeply or as quickly, changing the course of democracy. We might all be sipping tea instead of celebrating the 4th of July, our traditions and holidays vastly different, and instead of strolling down the sidewalk, we'd be walking on the pavement, minding the Queen's English, of course, in a world where the British Empire endures. With no United States to expand westward, the map of North America looks radically different. France, with its vast Louisiana Purchase, might retain its grip on the Mississippi River Valley. The Midwest, instead of being the breadbasket of America, might be dotted with vineyards and patisseries. The Spanish Empire, without the pesky Louisiana Purchase to contend with, might hold on to its vast territories in the southwest. Think of a California, where Spanish is still the dominant language, where flamenco music fills the air. And what of the Native American tribes? Without the pressure of westward expansion, might they have held on to more of their ancestral lands and their cultural heritage? Now, let's fast forward to the 20th century and those two global conflicts, World War I and World War II. America's entry into both wars proved decisive, turning the tide in favor of the Allies. But in this alternate timeline, there's no Uncle Sam to tip the scales, no American forces to bolster the weary Allies. Imagine a World War I where the American expeditionary forces never arrive in Europe, leaving the Allies to fend for themselves. The stalemate on the Western Front might have dragged on for years longer, with countless more lives lost in the trenches. Germany, even if ultimately defeated, might have been able to negotiate a less punitive peace treaty, potentially altering the course of the 20th century. And World War II. Without the industrial might of the United States, the outcome of the war against Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan becomes far less certain, with the Axis powers potentially gaining the upper hand. The D-Day invasion might never have happened, and the horrors of the Holocaust might have continued unchecked, leading to even greater atrocities. In the Pacific, Japan's expansionist ambitions might have gone unchecked, fundamentally reshaping the geopolitical landscape of Asia with long-lasting consequences for the region. Now let's turn our gaze skyward. Without the United States, there's no NASA, no fierce competition with the Soviet Union to land a man on the moon. Imagine a world where Yuri Gagarin's iconic Earth is Blue message was just the beginning of Soviet dominance in space. The Soviets might have established a permanent presence on the moon, perhaps even ventured to Mars, all without the competitive pressure of the United States. The technological advancements spurred by the space race, technologies that have revolutionized communication, navigation, and our understanding of the universe, might have unfolded far more slowly, or perhaps taken entirely different paths. Let's face it, American pop culture has permeated every corner of the globe. But in this alternate timeline, without Hollywood churning out blockbuster films, the global entertainment landscape looks radically different. Bollywood, with its vibrant musical traditions and epic storytelling, might have become the dominant force in cinema. European cinema, with its focus on art house films and auteur directors, might have garnered greater international acclaim. And the music? Instead of Elvis Presley and the Beatles, imagine a world where global music was shaped by the rhythms of Africa, the passion of Latin America, the soulful melodies of Asia. Sports too would be radically different. Soccer, cricket and rugby might reign supreme without the NFL, NBA and MLB to challenge their dominance. Now let's talk technology. Without Silicon Valley, the epicenter of the digital revolution, the technological landscape of the 21st century would be unrecognizable. Imagine a world where the internet, as we know it, never existed, or at least not in its current form. Instead of Google, Facebook and Amazon, tech giants might have emerged from Japan, Germany, or perhaps even the Soviet Union. The smartphones we carry in our pockets, the social media platforms we use to connect with friends and family, the very way we work, communicate and consume information would be radically different. The digital revolution might have unfolded at a different pace, with different priorities and perhaps with different ethical considerations. A world without the US would be vastly different, from political landscapes to the cultural icons we love and cherish. It's a fascinating what-if scenario that shows just how influential America has been in shaping the modern world as we know it. From the ashes of revolution to the forefront of technological innovation and groundbreaking discoveries, the United States has left an indelible mark on the world stage, influencing countless global events. But this alternate history reminds us that the course of human events is never predetermined or set in stone. It is a tapestry woven from countless threads, and the absence of even a single thread can profoundly alter the pattern, changing the entire narrative. So, the next time you watch a Hollywood blockbuster, scroll through your social media feed, or marvel at the latest technological gadget, take a moment to ponder the world that might have been, a world without the US. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell for more intriguing alternate histories and thought-provoking content. Your support helps us